Hi and welcome here on my very dirty working table. But today I am going to do some jelly printing, so that is why I have this substrate here to work on, so I don't have to be very neat, or I can mess around as I want to. Perhaps you remember this little black square book here. I have done two different things in it yet. 2 years ago, in 2024, I was a part of the 21-day project where I made these circles here. And then my book was lying, or standing in one of my shelves, and with a lot of blank pages. And here in March, got thinking about using it again. And I have a set of some very small jelly plates. This is the size I'm going to use, this oval shape today, but here in March I use my hexagon shape and only the rust yellow colors, and for a little focal point I have printed some bee images out and used them. So there are, I can't remember how many pages there are, but there's still room in this book here for another session. And that is what I will be doing today, using this oval little jelly plate, only going for the blue greenish color, and for a little extra image I have been on. I can't remember if it was Unsplash, Pixabay, or what it was. Some of the free places where you can download images and find a lot of images of different eggs. It is one of my favorite shapes. This isn't egg-shaped, but as close as it can be. I don't think you can buy a jelly plate that has a really egg shape. But I have these different ones I can cut out and use. So they are just lying here beside me. Also, I have some things to use when I'm jelly printing, some stuff we all have left from places: cardboard ring, cardboard bubble wrap, another cardboard thing, something that I think there's been thread around it, and some other different things I can make prints in the wet paint with. And I also have some stencils, the small ones, because it is a very little area. And there is the thread. I wonder where that came from. But I just taken the smallest one I have because it's a quite small space I have to work on. So these are the materials I will be using today. And just quickly, I could introduce myself for those of you who are new here. A warm welcome, and of course also a warm welcome to all you other who are following along with me here. My name is Lisbeth, and I'm a Danish abstract mixed media artist, so pardon my sometimes very bumpy English. And also I can tell you I do a lot of different things. I am all over the floor. I don't just do one thing. I like to slow stitch, I like to make collages, I like to jelly print. I love every new techniques. I want to try at least one, and many of them that was that, but some things hang on to you and then you use them in your other works. And we are all different, and that's the person that I am. And as I said, I'm nearly not nearly, I am turning 70 here to December. And I have decided I only want to do things that makes me happy, or things I like to do. So that is why I am all over and doing a lot of different things. But then one thing I have experienced through the years by putting your nose into many different things is you perhaps never get super good for one specific thing. But I know a little of many things, and perhaps I'm not the best of all things, but for me it doesn't matter that much. I like to mix and match up the things I can do, as for instance stitching on copy paper. Who would do that? And that is why I like to do many different things. So the last little tip I want to say is, if I mention something, there's a link for the other videos in this little black book, and I will link them here under the video, under the little word more. And if I talk about other things with links on, you can find them here under the video. And the last little tip is, yeah, I don't want to talk much about it, but if anybody feels like supporting my little Danish channel, I will be grateful and thankful. And for that I have made a coffee account where you can buy me a coffee. Don't feel obligated in any way. And for the ones who already supports me or has supported me, thank you, thank you. So enough of me talking. Let us get started. I only want to print on one side like here. So and I think the wisest thing is to start with the lightest color on and do some pattern on it, and perhaps do something else with a darker color over it. I'm not quite sure yet. Let us see. And here besides me I have a roll-off sheet, and I have a roll-off sheet that is and my brayer here. So I can pull that a little away. So let us find a lighter color and see if that is what I will be going for. It is a little dirty, so perhaps some smush will come up here, but yeah, I don't mind. And let us see here. There. Just roll it off here. And then we can try to put this on. There. Yeah, that wasn't much. Let us do it again. Yeah, that was perhaps a little better. And there. And now there is something here on like that. So I will let it dry and lift it off with another color. And I've just been to my local supermarket, and there they had this little fan here with three different blow thing, so they can blow. It's cold air. It's a fan for it. If it's too hot, you can put it up to your face. But there are three different speeds on it, if you can call it speeds. So I think that is a good way perhaps to dry your paint. And it doesn't make very much noise, so that is nice. But the paint here I'm using is the Paper Artist Fresco finish chalk paints, and I like the chalk paints here on the black paper. And I have a lot of different ones of them, and I'm not using them as much as I should. I don't know why, but yeah. But let us see if it's and they are chalk paints dry quite fast, so that's another good thing. But I would let it dry a little more and put another color on top and put it over here. That is one way of doing it. I think it is so dry, so we can put on the next layer. And I can remember from the last time I had to shake these because they had just been in my box since last time I was doing something here in my little black book. It sounds like when you went to school when you were a child, the little black book. That was where all the messages from the teacher to your parents, and if you had a mark because you have been naughty or something. So I will just put it down here and let it sit for a little. Squeeze it. So I will give it a minute or so. I think it's cooked now, if you can say so. Yeah, and that is yummy. And this is when you have too much paint and you squeeze too much, then it would go like this a little under, but yeah, I don't mind that much. So now I have these eggs here I can play with and put them wherever I want to put them. Perhaps I could put it there, then I can cover up some of this. So oh, I don't think I mind that up there, because I don't think it looks nice that way. I like it better like this. So I will just take my glue stick and there. This was the first little thing, and I think while I remember it, and what day is it today? I can't remember. Is it the 5th? Yeah, it is the 5th. It is Denmark's National Day, when we get our laws for the country many years ago. So the 5th of June 2026 there. Then I can remember that. So on to the next page. Let's try to go the other way around and take the darkest one first. And what can we do? I can perhaps use this spool from the, I think there's been thread on it there, and this has to dry also. So this is dry now, so we can put the next layer on here. Let me shake it a little. You don't need very much paint here because it's such a small plate. I think in the set there's this oval one and there's the hexagon one, and then there is a rectangle. So I think I can make a series with this one, and then I can make a series with the rectangle also, and find another image that fits that. So it will be all about eggs here in this one here. So I will let this sit and dry. So while it is drying a little more, I can show you how I cut these out here. I think that they are images from some old school posters or some education material. But you can see I of course open and close here my scissors, but it's the paper I'm moving and holding my scissor quiet or in the same position. So somebody, oh, I don't know who calls this fussy cutting, and I don't know why, but they do. So here I have another image, and there's a little white border there. So this one can be ready. But let us see here if this is okay. And here I didn't squeeze it down, but again there was something sitting there. But the pattern is very, very nice. So let us put a little egg here on. I think I would go for it like this. It's annoying me a little, this smush coming there, but apparently I can't find out what I'm doing wrong. But perhaps I know it when I'm done today. So let us start the next one up. So what color do I go for here? Let us go for this very dark blue. Whoop. And away with my scissor. Some of the colors are translucent, and I think in fact this dark one is translucent. It's a really nice color. Yeah. Let me see, I have this. It's for putting your cups or glasses on your table. Let us put that on here. See if I can make some marks. Yeah. How nice. Look here. So this has to dry again. This fan really works well, and yeah, and then it helps, of course, it's a chalk paint, because I know they are drying quite fast. So here I've just taken a white one, and let us see how that would look. Yeah, I need a little more. A blob there. Perhaps I can do this and see if that helps. So again, place it, and why not place it this way here for once. And down it goes, and I will just let it sit again for a couple of minutes. Let us see how this looks. I haven't squeezed that down either. Yeah. I like it. So let us find an egg that will look good on this one. Here. I think I would go for this one here. Again, just a little glue stick. And there. And ready for the next one. So what color can we use here? This is lavender blue of some kind. Let us try that one. Oops. Here, and what can we squeeze down here in this one? What do I have here? How about this one here? There. Yeah, there is something there. So this has to dry also. So let us try this here, this color here. And roll that out. Put it this way here. There. And this also has to dry. Let's reveal this here. Yeah. Here the color difference wasn't so big, but you can't see the pattern. Well, you can see the pattern. So here I have come up with this not very colored egg here. But I think it looks nice on this one here. So on with that. Yeah. So doing it this way with two layers, I think there has to be at least a bigger difference in the colors, because it's nearly, yeah, I can see it here. I really hope you can see it also. But the more contrast, the easier it is to say this works much better than this does. But you never know until you try. So I think I will make a couple of more here and just show them to you when they are done, because it's the same. I think I'm going for the same principle here with two layers. So I will be back. I've made a couple of more here. Here I put two small eggs on, and again I smooshed there, but yeah, this is quite awful, but the pattern is fine, and I think the egg shape looks nice with that. This one ended up quite nice. Not much smooshing and an egg there. And this one here also ended up quite nice. And the last one here, I made some bubble wrap, very small bubbles, and two eggs there. So let us make one here. So my little plate here, and what color do I want? Whoops, I think I will go with this one here. Oh, I also have this greenish here. Let us take this one instead and see what happens here. And I have this again for placing on your table, so you can put your cups or glasses on without damaging your table. It's quite delicate, so I'm a little unsure if it will work. Yeah, there is some. So again, that one down here on my roll sheet beside me. And let this dry. I think it would dry quite fast because there isn't much paint. This is really effective, this. And it works quite well with this fan here. So I don't think I gave more than 40 Danish kroner. That isn't. Yeah, how much is that in pound? It is about 7 pounds. Not about $8 more, not more than that. So there. So let us go for the dark one here. this way here. I can see I'm really running out of. I had to put some power on my phone here. It was running out of power, so I hope it filmed everything. Now this will sit here to dry. So instead of me touching the piece when I pull my jelly print off here, oh, there was a big blob there. Yeah, what can one wrong? Do I have a needle or something like that? Ah, that was sorry, because it was looking quite nice. But instead of touching it, I think I'll just put a paper in here and do it like this instead. That was a shame, because I think this is a better way. So let us do that on the next ones. Yeah, so sorry for that blob there. But perhaps I can cover it up, because that's a really nice pattern. Yeah. I think I would take this one here, just a little fine one, and put on. Now I don't know if you can hear it, but my stomach is rumbling, so I think it is time for some lunch. Yeah, it isn't the easiest thing to print with these small jelly prints and print on black paper, but I like the look of it. And there I will just think I will go and clean this a little here also. So I will be back. So let us see if my theory here is working. I'm pulling this carefully off. Yeah, and then I will put a piece of paper. There's some smoosh here on the border. It will sit here and not outside the shape, I hope. Yeah, I think it is working better this way here, instead of me putting my fingers in. So let us see what egg we can put on here. I think this color looks very nice on this turquoisey. So I will go for this one if I can find my glue stick. So this is the way I will be going ahead here, putting paper over here so I don't get these smooched edges. So I learned something today, and that is also very nice. A couple of pages more. This one here, sadly I smeared again. This one is quite okay. Small triangles in the pattern there. This one is also okay. And this one is also okay. Yeah, there's a little there, but I think I don't know why it doesn't succeed more in clean lines here. I think perhaps it's because it's such a little plate, and it is hard not to put too much paint on, because you have to lift things off, but it sits there, and yeah. Perhaps somebody has a better solution for this than I have, but I will just keep on here So let us put a layer of this, whoops, blue thing on here, and go off here beside me. And let me see, I have this here, perhaps I can use that for lifting some paint off. Yes, that is fine. Again, I will take my little fan. It doesn't make much noise, so that is nice. Give it a good blow here with cool air, and as soon as it's dry, I will take another color and put over it and lift it off. This ended up like this here. So I think I will make a couple of pages more by myself, and then I can show them to you. I think this video here already is long enough. So I will keep working here in my little black book. I think this is the best print I have got today, with no smooching or anything, and the pattern is not the most exciting one, but it's the best print. And the thing I did otherwise than I did on all the other ones was, when it was sitting there, you know, like this, I turned it over, and then I really rubbed it here from the back side with, so it got the warmth from my hand, and yeah, so I really am satisfied with this print here. So bear that in mind, rub from the back side also when you're doing here printing in a book. So for the last page, I think if I shall come with some kind of conclusion, it works very good when you rub it from the back side, then you don't get so much smearing. And if you have some kind of smearing and you can see it, place a piece of paper over it and rub it before you put your fingers into it. And this is the darkest color I have, but it is also translucent, so that's why you hardly can see it on the black here. And I think my color scheme here is a lovely color scheme, but they are too much the same. There isn't so much contrast. So this last batch I will do in my book, and another video, one with my little square plate, not square, rectangle plate. I will write myself a note about these things and put in my book, so I will remember and take care of these things next time I'm filling the rest of this book up. But now I think I will try to put a little of that in here, and a little of that isn't translucent, and then I will try to mix it and see what happens. There's much room for mixing here, but there. And then I will use this stencil here. Just place it over and rub some of it off again. Yeah. Just roll it off here. Sides, and I don't clean my stencils, so they will just have to dry here with my paint on them. If they get too thick at one point, I could put them all in a bath. So again, I will take my fan, and oh my, I'm so happy I bought this, and it was so cheap, so it's a win-win situation here. And I think I will lift it off with the cream color I have. So I'm sure you can see the pattern here. And it doesn't make much noise either, so that is also, yeah, it needs a few seconds more, but I will just roll a layer of this out, and then I will put it down, and then I can show you what I mean by rubbing at the back side. I think it's dry enough now, so these chalk paints, they dry quite fast. And again, I can just take my finger here, there, and where do I want to put it? Perhaps this way here, there, place it down, and you can see I have this little acetate piece here, so I'll just take that over there, sweep it over, so now it's sitting here, and then I will just rub it here, and the warmth from my hand will also see that it dries quicker. So rub, and let it sit for a little. You could also take your fan and blow here and from this side here also. So when it starts feeling the same temperature as the rest of you in the house, I think it is cooked enough. And when I say cooked, it is cooked. It's done. I think perhaps I had too much white paint on here. So let me see. Yeah, perhaps I have. But it must be as this. You can see there's too much white paint on here. So then I will take a clean piece, dry piece of paper and just rub it here. There. But it was a nice pattern there. Sorry that it didn't come up here more than it is, but yeah, it is what it is. So this has to dry, and I think I would go for these two eggs here, there and there. Yeah, I will glue them down, and then I can show you the rest of the pieces in the book and take some close-ups and say a proper goodbye to you. So let us just quickly run through these pages I have made today, and I will take a single picture of each of them when I'm done with running through them here or flipping through them here. So I won't say a lot about it, but you can look at them yourself and see. Yeah, and there's one thing I think I can, where is my pin? I think it is down under here, perhaps. Yeah, there it was. Sorry for giving you a roller coaster trip, but I have a pen here, and I don't like that white mark there, so I just go over it. And I have also been doing it some other places here on the oval shapes here. Here the pattern. It is there, but it's not very clear here in the video, but I can see it. And here again was a big pattern, but I think I painted with black paint there also. This one is a nice one, and I think I also have painted with my black pen there. This is a nice, neat oval shape here with a clear pattern. And here again there are marks. But I will write myself a note I will put in on the first blank page here to read next time I'm grabbing this book and doing the last pages in it. So I've learned something during this process here, and I've told you about it, and then you can skip the mistakes like I have done. But all in all, I like the look of it. There are some boops, but yeah, here there could have been a lot more paint, but the print is very nice, the pattern there. And there also I started to rub on the back side, and that is really giving a nice cleavage. Yeah. The stripy one here, and there I used translucent dark blue to lift it off, and you can't hardly see that. So and this is the last one. Even though this is missing, it gives me the feeling of a speckled egg somehow. So I think it is nice. And there is the next page. I hope you have been inspired and you have seen me doing some boops, if you could get boops, or what it's called, bumps, or yeah, it's not so nice. Yeah, the print is okay, but not so nice in the outer shape. And I have told you what to prevent that. So you have probably learned some tips and tricks if you want to do this yourself. And also to try to work on black paper. That's very different than working on white paper. But if you, after all, have been enjoying this video here, and as I said, learn some tips and tricks, and now you know what to do and not to, and not to do, and what not to do. I hope you will give my video a thumbs up after all, and please consider subscribing my little Danish channel. That would be very much appreciated. It doesn't cost you a dime to hit the notification bell or give me a thumbs up, because that is free, and that helps me growing my channel or get more out to more people. And I would like that. I really love to teach, and I also, you can say, I could have skipped this video because there are many things in it I would have done different, knowing what I know now after I've been doing it. But on the other hand, why not show we all struggle with things sometimes, and I'm not perfect at all in any mean, and you are probably not either. And just to show that we all struggle with things and make mistakes just makes us more human, and I think why not show it, and so you can see everything I do isn't always nice and perfect. That being said, I like the look of it here, and the overall look of it is nice enough. But yeah, that was not what I was going to say. But please give me a comment if you have some good advice jelly printing with these small plates, and that after seeing me doing this, perhaps you have some good ideas. I know, for instance, translucent colors don't work very good on black paper, and next time I'm doing this I will go much more with contrasting colors than instead of doing the same color scheme, and see what that can give me instead. So that I have been learning. So I would just think I would say goodbye for now, and say please stay playful and creative and see what happens, and be nice to everybody, your neighbors, your dog, your hobby, if you have such a guy, or people around you. That's the only thing we can do here, be nice to everybody these days. So I would just say bye-bye for now, and hopefully I will see you soon again. Hej hej!